we're joined from Cairo by political science professor, Mr. Haitham Imran. Professor Imran, welcome to Q News. Sir, how significant is the participation of high-profile officials such as ministers in influencing public voter turnout in Egypt?
First of all, good evening. Of course, the participation of officials sends a message to the voters about the importance of participating. When the officials participate, this shows that things are going positively and in the right direction. And as I said, it is a message for the voters all over the country to go cast their votes. And also the elections come at a time when the country is facing internal and regional challenges, and so this actually boosts the democracy in Egypt and their stance. And also we know how important the House of Representatives is, and so of course these elections are very important, and casting your votes are just as important.
Professor Imran, to what extent does framing voting as a national duty versus a constitutional right affect citizen engagement in the elections?
Of course, framing the elections as a national right or a constitutional right, it actually shows either way that it is very important, whether it is a national duty or a constitutional right. It shows how important they are, how democracy is important, how important the House of Representatives is in boosting Egypt's democracy, and how a crucial role they have in health, education, and so many other fields. And so this actually pushes the voters to cast their votes and pushes them to know more about their constitutional rights. And so the elections here is actually about getting the voters that are eligible and able to cast their votes. And so yes, the voters need to understand that they are supporting their country.
And how do Egypt's parliamentary elections compare with other countries in the region in terms of public participation and transparency?
I think that Egypt is actually leading here when it comes to democracy. They have one of the most successful processes when it comes, and we are seeing advanced advanced process and measures, and we are rebuilding the democracy again. And now we are having these elections so that we can, as I said, boost democracy more, and to guarantee all the voters and the civilians their rights and the rights to choose who is going to represent them. And we have seen how much effort they have put, the authorities and the monitoring of authorities, the National Elections Authority as well. And of course, from the Egyptian government, this is a message that Egypt's democracy is so strong, and this actually has a positive reflection, and it pushes the voters to participate and to know how important it is to cast their votes. And as I said, they've been putting so much effort to monitor and organize the elections and to make sure that they go so smoothly.
And what are the implications of strong voter turnout on the legitimacy of the House of Representatives and broader state institutions? We have seen footage from the various constituencies in various governorates in Gharbiya, Daqahliya, Suez, Sinai, and other governorates. We have seen the participation of all categories, women, men, younger generations, elderly people. How do you see this?
course, the turnout here and the voters being keen to vote, this actually reflects legitimacy, and so this shows how that the civilians here have the right to choose who to represent them, and that they are fully entitled to their constitutional right. And so this is from one hand, and then also using or the ministers giving their vote, for example, and also the younger generations. This shows that they are aware of their right and are able to to choose who will represent them. And so now the voters and the voters court, they are able to choose who to represent them, who to take the country further and boost its democracy, economy, and so many other fields. And so this is actually all done through wise choosing, and we will have a more independent country. And so yes, all the people are now aware of their constitutional right.
Hmm. And how might the conduct and perception of these elections shape Egypt's domestic political stability and also international image?
Of course, during the elections here of the House of Representatives, this sends a positive message to the outside. This shows that Egypt is very capable of pulling off and organizing such a large event, and this reflects that the Egyptian community supports uh, the country internally and externally as well, and shows how stable the country is. We have also strong organizations and an active political life, and this actually reflects on the foreign investment and making Egypt look more independent and stable. And here, this also shows that Egypt cares about the benefit of all its civilians, and they really care about them. And so this gives Egypt more trust from the international community's side.
Hmm. Sir, what role do elections like these play in consolidating or challenging political power in Egypt?
The challenge here has to do with the parliament. Actually, we know that the parliament is constituted by the parties that got the majority, or by the individual candidates, and so this actually depends on the final results that will be announced. And so if the parliamentary majority comes compatible with the country's benefits. So yes, we will have some negotiations, of course, and some challenges, but at the end of the day, they will be working towards the greater uh, good and greater benefit. And yeah, they will be complementing each other, and we will enhance the relationships between all the governmental authorities and organizations. And everyone here is working to make sure that they put the civilians first.
Hmm. Well, from Cairo, that was political science professor Haitham Imran. Thank you so much, Professor, for your valuable insights.